Hey yo. Yo. What's up? What is up? Alright, so let's get started. I'll start by modernizing the scripts for these four. There's no particular fixes that we need to do, unless I find something, of course, but they might make a cameo appearance somewhere else, the scripts that is, so we want them to be as polished and up to date as possible. So we shall do it. Alright, do Assembwurm. Nice two other cybers. Can use the pulse button, mouse button. Graveyard. Ignition, hard mouse button. Seems fine. And then we banish. Do Adra from the hand and do face up field. I see. He's doing the zone check a little bit old school. I'll fix up the cost last. It's the most important part. Oops. Okay, so. And special summon strap. Face up. Summon this guy, but attack becomes halved. Attack becomes halved. Should be disabled, by the way, so I guess there's a small mistake here, a small issue. It's not needed. Okay. Some complete. Alright, now back to the cost. Okay, banish two other cybers from your hand, end of field. So the idea is that you need to check that you have available zones, but you can always create an available zone by banishing something at the cost. So if I have the full field, I can still banish something from the monster zone, and then summon this card in the same zone. So that's where we need to be. That's the thing the important thing we need to be careful. We need to be careful of. Maybe two other ones. Okay. And let's see. They are cybers. They're in the hand, or they're face up. Can banish as cost. Okay. So it's this. I'm going to exclude this, okay. Handle master zone. And then the zone check to simplify this a little bit. Should I add the zone in here? Maybe. Check the zone in the filter. And then just select two. Well, it should be. Yeah, select and select. Okay. Let me select and select. So, Chaos Sorcerer. That's my go-to. Rescon. Okay. We don't need this. And then we're gonna change this. Do get M zone count. Although maybe we could just. Now I think about it. Cybers. Right, so the only property they need to have is that, so... Not property, the only thing, so we could do this, I guess. This... So parentheses missing here, okay. So we don't need this in this case. Don't need this, and... select... Okay, pick two of them. This card is excluded. And everything you pick, boom, 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 it gets banished. Face up cost. Okay, so we're getting everything that's Cybers in the hand or face up in the master zone. Can be banished as a cost except this card. And we're checking that amongst them you can have a combination of two of them where there's at least one zone. Master zone is going to be empty as a result of you picking them. So either you already have another zone empty, or you pick something that, like I said earlier, causes a zone to become empty. That's also correct. And then whatever you pick goes to G, and then we banish G as face up as cost. Okay. So someone have attack, we already did that. Okay. And then the other effect. Must put banish one from your hand, banish one monster on the field with attack less than or equal to this cards. This one. Equal. Remove string, ignition, master zone. Once per turn. And the cost is just banishing one from the hand, yes. Move a cost hand. Pick it. Banish it face up, okay, it's fine. Move this down here. It's on the field. So I guess play either, although it's not very important. So we're checking that there is something in either Master Zone that that's face up and it can be banished for this effect, and its attack is equal to or lower than this card's attack. Now I do notice another small issue here in the resolution. What it does is just immediately just has a player pick and removes, it banishes rather. The problem though is you need to, like, if this card is not face up on the field anymore, you can't reference its attack, the banishing component. So you should fail in the case. So we need to have this check then. So if it's not still face up and related to its own effect, it means essentially it hasn't moved, to put it very simply. Then we stop here, otherwise we pick something to banish, and we proceed normally with the banishing part. Okay, let's see now, make sure it works. We need Cyber's Masters in the hand or field. Half attack. Okay. Okay, attack's halved. Okay, should be fine. So it should be fine. Let me just make a note of the other fix as well. Alright, so next up is Dragonic Diagram. Okay, so we got the attack boost, protection, and the destroy the search. The typical destroy the search. Or rather, I mean, it has become typical with this card, I would say. Okay, first of all, easier on this one, because it doesn't do anything. E2 will become E1A, I guess. E3 will become E1B. E4, E2. And E5, E3. Seems about right. Hey, are there tutorials on how to script cards? Okay, so kinda. There are some guides we have written in the Scrappy wiki. Essentially, it's like a wiki for card scripting in the scrapbook. But there are still some, and that's also where the documentation with the functions and everything is. Now there are some guides and some information there, but we are still also writing them and like filling up the pages there, so it's still a work in progress, so to speak. But other than that, and you can find info on that on the, if you go to the Discord server on the Card Scripting 101 channel, you can ask for help there, and there's also the resources in the pinned messages. But yeah, other than that, not exactly, but yeah, like I said, it's like a work in progress, and I mean, you can look at me do it on stream, that's also another thing, I guess, but where I try to explain some stuff, but I'm not like always doing a dedicated tutorial-ish kind of thing. Yeah, Card Scripting 101, it's in the Project Ignis Discord server. It's one of the channels there. You can also ask questions and stuff there. But I mean, mostly, to put it very simply, card scripting tends to be you just look at another card script that does something similar or exactly what you want, and you copy the parts of it that you need, and you like copy paste, and that's how you make the majority of effects. Because there are like 10,000 cards, 12,000 cards, 13,000 cards. There are 13,700 facial cards in the game, in Yu-Gi-Oh! So most effects either already exist or are a combination of already existing effects. Now maybe you could post the link to a Scrappy book, that would be nice, because I don't have it like on hand to paste it in the chat. Thanks for the extra, no problem, don't worry about it. What do you think about Megaia? I mean, they seem cool. I saw a couple of duel videos from OCG players and stuff, and they seem cool. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be meta or not, but I like the whole declaring the name thing with the field spells, once per turn, once per name, sorry. And then you keep going, you cycle through all of them. I like that it incentivizes you to play everything, like all of the monsters. And I mean, all of them, they have good effects anyway, but I like also the fact that with that, even in the future, if they print more Megaia students, so to speak, of the academy, which is the lore, I guess, you can very easily just insert them into the search line if you just discard a spell trap, or I think it's a spell trap, right? And you search one, right? Megaia. Yeah, discard one spell trap and declare. Other than that, I mean, protagonist, Kun, where is he? The Deus, right? He seems alright. I mean, he helps that he does stuff. I mean, Albus does stuff too, but comparatively, this guy is a lot more like prominent in the deck. One good thing compared to Branded, I almost said Queen, which is a Japanese thing. This seems to be a deck from the beginning. Like this feels like it's already a deck. Whereas with Branded, it was like a mix of different stuff, and then until the structure deck, it wasn't really a Branded deck. It was mostly the other themes. So it's nice that this is already a deck from the beginning. Yeah. Anyway, those are my kind of extensive thoughts. Okay, so I was updating this card here. 2 3. 2 Draco King. 300. Yeah, attack defense. One small detail. This says 2 Draco and 2 King. But in the Japanese name, they are like one of them is like a sub-archetype, the other I forget exactly. I think yeah. I think the true kings are called true Draco kings in Japanese, and the true Dracos are just called true Dracos, something like that. So, but because TCG named them differently, they need to separate these two. But we only have one archetype here, and that covers both of them. That's just how we have it set up. Right, so 300 attack and defense, and then the first time each tribute summoned. Yeah, to king, monster. Get destroyed by battle. Okay. Strike up account, fill zone, protects both sides, and that was relevant in the mirror at the time when this was an actual, like, when people were playing 2 kings, 2 Draco rather. To be summoned to Draco King, we can put this in the same line. Also stuff like, yeah, you had like a masterpiece that was unaffected by monsters and traps, so you would get the attack boost and the protection. But if the opponent had a spell and monster immune masterpiece, they wouldn't get the protection, and also you could run them over with the 300 attack, so it was actually relevant. And it just says, if the reason is for the destruction is battle, return 1, so we apply the protection effect, otherwise return 0, we don't apply it. It's pretty much what this does. So we could do it like this. Shorten it like so. Yes. Destroy one other control. You I said earlier, I think this is the card that kind of solidifies the fact. I think, now that I think about it, Fire King Island was earlier than this, right? I think this was before, pretty sure. This was before Diagram. But Fire King was not a deck at the time, so Dragonic Diagram is what kind of popularized the Destroyed Search, I think. A Destroyed to hand search. Once per turn, soft once per turn, field zone. And then this check there's something. We could put this up here, I guess. Hand or field, except this card. Destroy one card amongst G, and then it also checks there's a TH filter in the deck. Your Draco able to hand. Okay, searches drops 2. Okay, don't do this. Right, again we need to, not again, but we need to slightly update this. A small, very small, like very edge case where it's not correct. Fun fact: this True King Dino was welcome into Yu-Gi-Oh! For real, as in buying official products. Right, True King Dino. They were using what's his name? Disaster. This is our game. There we go. They were using this guy with the baby dinos. Baby Cephalotus, yes, and Petit. They are not done. Yeah. If they destroy by effects and the Gaia, they triggered spell summon. If there's a game wants to tribute Earth monsters, that was the general play. It was around the time where the Oviraptor structure that came out, so Oviraptor and Ultimate Conductor. Yeah. I remember I was playing more actively that time, around the time, and this was an annoying deck to face. They were also like splashing Yang Zings in some builds, because this guy has 3500 attack and he has the flip face down effect, and I was playing Cubics at the time, and this guy has an affected by other activate monster effects with the original attack 3000 or less, so it would not be protected from Tyranno, and this was a big problem. But I was running a tech for this. This is like I was running Shrink sometimes because it changes the original attack, so I could do Summon Nova and then the opponent's like, Tyranno, I flip everything, and I change Shrink and make him by 1750. Doctor. Yeah, and then suddenly my Nova is unaffected because Shrink changes the original attack, and then I just attack and boom 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 and I kill. But I mean, I had to draw Shrink to do that. It's not like consistent or anything. It was just how do I counter this? Because if they summon this, I'm like kind of dead unless I have like Dark Hole or whatever. I forget if it was banned at the time or not. Yeah, I didn't like the Yang Zing variant, even if it seemed to be stronger. When Lethal Tiger got hit, I pivoted into Lost World Dino. Like, Lost World is more of the typical, I guess, intended, quote unquote, intended build. Yang Zing was more combo stuff, so you were doing Danglong, right? Yeah. Danglong, Search, the Counter Trap. I forget the name. The Yang Zing Counter Trap. 9 pillars, yeah, 9 pillars to negate shuffle, and then destroy, yeah. Right, so I was saying we need to change this a little bit. So problem is with the exclusion here. So what it does right now is that it always excludes this guy. Okay, well, technically speaking, because it's a field spell, it doesn't actually make a difference. I just realized. But that's such a technicality. Should I even do it? The problem is that even if this card is not the same card anymore, because let's say it left the field, it still excludes itself from the destruction, but it shouldn't because it's not the same card anymore, right? But if it has left the field and it's not there anymore because it's a field spell, it will resolve doing nothing, and that's like a general rule of the game. So it doesn't make a functional difference at the moment. But it is more correct to do it properly, I would say so. In case this effect is copied in a non-field spell, it should account for it, I guess. better have it here rather than expecting the other person to know that it works a certain way or whatever. So what's the Kieran thing is the one of them. I have it done already. Actually, I think this is the card where I realized, actually this is the problem. Yeah, you can destroy one another 5 monsters in your hand face up in if you display some of this card. If this card is not in your hand anymore on resolution, or rather, if it goes away from your hand but then it goes back to your hand before this effect resolves, you still destroy, you don't summon, and you can destroy even itself, which could be relevant because the second effect can trigger yada yada yada. So we need to do this little thing here. So if it's still related, XC becomes C, otherwise it's nil, and then we exclude XC from here. So if it's related still, it's excluded. If it's not related, nothing is excluded. It's the basic gist of this part. Okay, let's test, make sure it works, didn't break. So we need true Draco, true King, tribute summon, destroy by battle, and then pop to search. Okay. $23. Okay, we just need to put an opponent. Okay, gain 600 attack because it's 300 from this and 300 from this, and defense. And then they should both be protected by battle. Yep. That should be fine then. So it's not destroyed. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Didn't actually fix anything here, so no note, but I'm gonna put it here so I don't forget it. I need to grab the script later and, upload it. Okay, and then we have Scrap Goblin, Scrap Wyvern. Yeah, because it was two Draco monsters and two diagrams. So each diagram was applying the effect for both two Dracos. So 2 times 2 is 4. And yeah, they should all go off on the same time. Like when you have multiple effects that say the first time it would be destroyed, blah blah. It is not destroyed. They all go off at the same time, so you lose all of them. I'm pretty sure that's how the ruling goes. And yeah, they protect from both sides. Dragonic Diagram. The first time you tribute summon to Draco King monster will be destroyed by battle, it's not destroyed. So it protects both sides. Is what I was saying at the start where this was relevant in the mirror. But yeah. The new VS cards are yummy. Yeah, yes. There's the girl, right? And the Xyz and the spell. Yeah. I mean, she's really good, first of all, because you can use your effect on one, your opponent's turn, reveal spell summon from the hand, and then of course she's the quick reveal something and apply stuff, they control disruption, special summon if you wanna summon something else that has a disruption effect of its own. He's alright. I don't love this guy, but he's okay, I guess. I mean, the artifact is the best, let's be honest. But, and the first part is really good because, I mean, you get another Vanquish from the deck for free, and you can like adjust the attributes in your hand to fit whatever effect you want. The reveal instead of destruction is okay. And then getting a Vanquish drop for free is also pretty cool because it also helps. Like maybe you could run less copies of the traps. You don't have to search them anymore. I mean, Snow Devil is really good, so maybe you want to run multiples, but this one, what's this? Special summon 2 from your hand with different names. That's seems okay. You need to have a lot of cards for it, but seems okay. And then there's like the negation. Trap must be. Yeah, I mean, it seems fine too. There's a one-off, you can set it for free with the builds, but if you don't go for Snow Devil, or you already have Snow Devil, I guess. But I mean, Snow Devil is the best one, right? I'm pretty sure. From the traps I'm in. Anyway, scrap AI Goblin. Actually, also a Goblin card, which could be relevant now that I think about it. Okay, cannot be destroyed by battle. Let's put that at the top. At the end of the battle phase, if this face-up defense patient card is targeted for an attack, destroy this card. Okay, so this is the destroy part. El Goblin. I guess. This is like the registers of flag. Okay, so it needs to, like, if it's targeted and it was in face-up defense position, it marks itself, and then at the end of the battle phase, if it's still marked, it destroys itself. That's the idea. I'll make. Should be connected again. Yeah. Sorry about that. Internet has been quite spotty today. It kind of just completely dropped now. But anyway. Or like I lost connection for a bit. Anyway, yeah. I was updating the Goblin scrap. Okay, so I was saying I was gonna make. Let's make this 3A 2A, and the other one 2B, I guess. The tracking. Destroy, trigger F is mandatory. Mastodon. Yeah. And then if the special defense position card is targeted for an attack. Okay. Okay, seems okay. You get a handler, yeah. You get a handler. Then if this card is destroyed by the effect of a scrap card and sent to the graveyard, you can take one scrap monster in your graveyard except Goblin add to your hand. Okay. Scrap monster except Goblin. Graveyard. Take it out, target delay. It's optional if target a scrap monster, I put a hand, not good idea. So it's not scrap goblin. Your graveyard. Okay. Put it back, I need to confirm because you targeted. And then the condition is destroyed by the effect of a scrap and sent to the graveyard. So this is event destroyed. So it's destroyed by effect. It's in the graveyard right now. And the card that destroyed it is a scrap card. And also we could just check that RE exists here. Okay. Step here. Okay. Let's test it out. So can be a battle, that's easy. If the face of defense, that's easy. Discard by the effect of a scrap card. We'll have one in mind. Skyscraper. I was like, wait, why is Captain Skyscraper? White control scrap monster. Okay, so that works. But then we need another scrap in the graveyard. This is also a goblin, not a goblin. I mean, it is a goblin, but it's a tuner. I won't say it's a tuner. So that's also relevant. Level 3, this were a tuner that belongs to 2 archetypes. Okay. So that works, and let's try out the battle stuff now. Oops. Activate another summon. Special, and then if I attack it, it doesn't destroy. Okay, it was face down now this time, so it's not gonna trigger. But if I attack it again, now it triggers. Destroy itself. I guess that this effect triggers the other effect too. But anyway, so this one's done too. There wasn't any fix, I don't think, no? No. So same as diagram, put it here. And last thing is the Wyvern for this group at least. Okay, 2 monsters, including a scrap. Boom. Okay. And 2 effects. Both once per turn, hard once per turn. Special summon, ignition, master zone, and the other one is a trigger. Special summon. Oh, they also should have the destroy categories. Yeah. It was destroy. This summons from the graveyard. Like one monster in your deck, special summon it, and destroy okay control. And the other one, someone from your deck, so let's separate them by the location. Scrap can be special summoned. Those come in your graveyard. So you have zones, that's something to target. Then destroy one card you control. Now it was not checking that there is a card on the field to destroy, but by default this card itself is on the field to be destroyed, but technically speaking you should check. Whatever, I added the check here. And then a resolution, don't need this. It's related and you summon it successfully. Select something. Okay, yeah, the break should be right before destroying, not for selecting. Select one card on your field. Highlight what you selected and then destroy. Break effect, which is the then. So it's different timing, and then you destroy. For which game? Okay, I don't know what you're asking. Could you like elaborate? Somebody in the chat is asking for which game. I'm not sure what they mean. Okay, special summon one. Scrap. And then special summon the Scrap Master from your deck. Destroy one card. Failed. Failed to go delay. Find another face-up Scrap Master you control yourself by card effect while you control this monster, except in demo step. Special summon. You coding for which? EDOPro. It's in the title as well. It's in the title. You know this. Special summon destroy. Right deck. Actually, EDOPro is not a game. Yeah, EDOPro is a simulator, if we want to be precise. Sometimes no problem, don't worry about it. Okay, spare someone scrap. Okay, I realized the filter is shared between the two effects. They both spare someone scrap monster. So we're gonna rename it to a split filter, and it's gonna be used in both. That was how it was before. Let's see here. Okay, so you have room. There's something to summon in your deck, and again the destruction check thing. I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna name it G here. Special summon from deck. Okay. What programming language is it? The card scripts, which is what makes the effects work, is Lua. And then the client, which is this, is ++. And the core, which is like the basic engine that makes the rules work, to put it simply, that's also C++. So in this one we need the zone check, so that's something to summon, and if you summon it successfully, again we need to do the same. Same thing here. The only difference is that we're looking at both sides of the field rather than just your own side. So we're gonna make this change, and then we'll rename this to DG. Because someone's come out from your deck, then it's okay. And the condition, if another face-up scrap is destroyed by card effect while you control this monster, so it's by effect. Okay, so it needs to be scrap. It was a scrap on the field. It was destroyed by effect. It doesn't need to still be a monster. It just needs to have been in monster zone and face up. So it was face up in the monster zone. It was a scrap monster on the field, and it was destroyed by an effect. So even if it's like a trap monster or something, it should work. Because it doesn't say destroyed and sent to grave, it just says destroyed. So the condition needs to be fulfilled only on the field. And the server, yeah, the server is also too, but I mean the server could be anything, so. Okay, let's test it out, see, make sure it's fine. The monster is currently scrap, so, and then we revive a scrap, we pop it, and then when it's popped, the second effect triggers to spell something from the deck, and then we pop something else. Okay. Okay. Now I have to destroy something I control. Yeah, the effect triggers, summon deck, and I can destroy the opponent's card as well. Okay. So that's fine. Okay, the category is missing. Just one small issue. The break. Though technically speaking, it's like, well, you just summoned successfully, so there's something in the whatever. It's more correct this way. The monster check, I guess. Okay, missing, destroy categories, plus. So like technically speaking, if you summon one of the spell traps with magical hats, it's flipped face up and then destroyed by effect, it should still trigger, I guess. It's like one scenario where currently it was incorrect. Okay. So now that I'm done with these, we can move on to some other generic fixes from the list. What should we do? SNG Fusion should be able to use mats from the deck even when using a face down SNG Golem on your field. Fusion summon using monster on your field. If you use Golem, Ultimate Pound, you control as material, you can also use monster from your deck as material. Right, so here it checks face up and is code blah blah blah. Like if this exists, would you include the deck? Otherwise not. This should be a simple matter of just deleting this. Oh boy, it's one of these. Fusion summon. Let me try and make this a little more Alright. Be back up and stable. Okay, so I was gonna try and make this a little more compact. Yeah, so we need these brackets, and then if I can create this handler here. Filter or fuse filter, I can't remember right now. We'll see. We'll see it in practice. Is this a extra? Actually, I might need to check the fusion procedure for this. How do we summon Golem from the hand? There's a new one that summons from the hand ignoring conditions. Yeah, this guy. Book of Moon to flip it face down. Excuse filter. Well, we'll see. He's gonna complain. Oh, did I forget the bracket? I forgot the bracket. Extra fail, okay. I was like, if extra doesn't sound right, but then I don't remember exactly. There we go, okay. So if we put something in, if we put the stuff in the deck, we're supposed to use the one in the monster zone. Put it space down, it works. Okay. Okay, for ultimate bound. Okay. So that's good. Okay. What else? Wild Tornado. Wrong location in the check C line, plus wrong string in the yes no, plus string typo. Okay. This should be ST zone. Wrong string in the yes no. Alright, this should be string number 2. String typo probably is in the database instead, so let's look at the whole script. Target, one face-up card, spell traps and destroy that face-up card. Then its controller can set one from their hand. Put some hints. Take one face up in the spell trap zone, accept this card. Destroy it, okay. It's up related, and you destroy it. Breaks it, although it because it can set any spell trap, it doesn't need to reveal it. Okay. And what's the other effect? If the set card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, time of place on the field, destroy the target. Place up on the field, it's mandatory. Still face up related, destroy, okay. It was destroyed and oops, face down on the field. Okay. That's an interesting character. It's probably the star thing. Yeah. So what did I write here? Create update to use select and select for the targeting. Banish from your create tag on your must your control switch. Okay. So instead of two separate targets, make it use select and select. Okay. Okay, probably gonna do this. Because the easiest way is to just create two groups and then merge them. Okay. Let's test it. So banish from graveyard. Okay. Real goods. Make some yummy stuff. And then the opponent needs to have some monsters. Okay, there's a typo somewhere. 92. Oh, double comma. Okay. Okay. So beforehand, the way it worked is that it would have you pick one of your monsters first, and then afterwards it would have you pick one of the opponent's monsters, like separately, in separate selection prompts, so to speak, processes. But now it's like you pick at the same time. If I pick this, I cannot pick this anymore. I have to pick one of these. If I pick one of these, I cannot pick this anymore. I have to pick one of these. So it's like more convenient. You can deselect something and stuff. Okay, what's this? Rather check the template first. Guess that is optimization. Like, don't bother checking if you control something if it's your turn, because by default you cannot activate the effect in your turn, the first effect. You post it. Let's see. What's this? So check Amazon instead of field. Plant master is sent from field to graveyard. I'm thinking it needs to be a master on the field as well, yes. Right now it just checks field. But it does check previous race and field, so maybe it's not incorrect. But I'm not sure. Might as well update it. Grave Master Zone. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if it's mine to look at the text, the Japanese text. I don't know if it's supposed to be an if or an each time. Okay, so I gave it a check, and in the meantime, and it's each time, so you should trigger multiple times if multiple plants go to graveyard. That's how it works right now, so that's fine. But let me just update the checks and stuff a little bit. I don't think this stuff is needed here. Like, it has to be face up to use the effect by default. It has to be related. Like, it's not even. Whatever. Okay. So it was face up, it was a plant, it's a plant now, and it was in the master zone. Big Shield Gardna. Check, what was that? Check that TG exists. TGs that target its cards. Yeah. Spell effect that activate. Targets. Spell card is activated. Technically this shouldn't happen, but generally speaking, due to mandatory effects, it's possible to activate an effect that targets and not target anything. So there would not be any target in this case. In that case, this is about a spell card activation, so it's probably not a thing that can happen, but might as well check. When spell card activated, target this face down card and all the cards. Change this card. Okay, so this one's the first effect. Okay, let's move this up here. So if it's still the same card, I can change the position. Get the activation. We don't do this part. And then if it battles, whatever, if this guy's attacked, this card is attacked, change it to that position at the end of the non-stop. Non-stop end. If it's the attack target, it's in defense position. Put it attack, okay. That looks fine. I just need the target function. Set target. So it was missing the categories and stuff as well. Okay, let's see. I think I'll do like a couple more or something and then call it. Not testing Big Shield, that's bold. Is Big Shield there for flavor? Has to do with this scripting. I just updated its script a little bit, that's why. And I'm deciding what to do next. That should be a simple one. Line 33 missing a space apparently. Yep, there it is. But let's check the whole thing. This guy's special summoned. Pay 500 fusion summon on warrior fusion. You must find a field material. To be a warrior, special summon fusion, single trigger, delay, special success. Once per turn, strings are fine. Pay 500. Not a damage step. Okay, that's standard. And then during your opponent's turn, disguise in your grade and you control a 5/5 warrior whose current attack is different from its original attack. Quick, special summon this card. Quick special grave. Special discard. It's the opponent's turn. And there is something. Something in your master zone that's face up. Level 5. Level 5 or higher warrior. Face up, whose current attack is different from its original. Though for its attack to be different, it has to be face up by default, but whatever, I digress. Any future support cards you have knowledge of? No. Why would I? Why would I know? Whatever the Republic Army officially reveals. I don't think there's been any leaks. Any new leaks anyway, so. Right, so. That was a simple one. Barrier and check. That's probably like a simple change as well. Yeah. Once this and Cosmic Flare have been changed recently, so I know the scripts are like modern, updated and stuff, so I don't need to check everything. During the main phase, you can fusion summon one Shaddoll fusion from next deck by banishing into break or attack directly. Then you can send to the graveyard one monster your opponent controls the same attribute as the fusion monster. You can use 50%. Right, so here it breaks before you select. Which is slightly inaccurate. Let me polish everything up. So we'll need this. Let's make this 0. Okay. Fusion summon. During the main phase on so monster, let's put done, main phase. Then summons Shaddoll on field to remove F extra graveyard, okay. Extra OP banish. Stage 1 description. Extra DG. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's for the banishing so that your spell can negate it. Big thanks to your help, Marcus. No problem, but I will have to say that the simulator is not a ruling source and should not be used as a ruling source. Because there are bugs, not everything's gonna work perfectly, so just keep that in mind. Right, I thought stage 1, I thought it was stage 2 though. Well tested, but you cannot attack directly. Then you can send to the graveyard one monster your opponent does with the same attributes. Select yes, no. We're gonna put therapy as accurate as possible. Yes. What is happening? I don't know. What's happening? You tell me. Tuna fish god. What is your wisdom? I don't like fish. I don't like seafood in general, to be honest. Yeah, I want to like what I thought it was stage 2. Just join. What is the issue? Just this particular one, the schism, there was a small inaccuracy with when to break the timing for the then part, and then I'm just updating the whole thing. Any small details and stuff, you know, modernizing the script, yes. Right, so Shaddolls, field or graveyard. And then the opponent gets a dark monster. Okay, counter directly. Okay. Actually, I can make this a little quicker. Oops. I'm dumb. We also need the kings to use it in the same turn. Yeah, this should be stage 2, right? Like, yeah, I'm not mistaken here. I'm pretty sure it's to be stage 2. So, is this bugged and nobody's reporting it? What the hell is going on? Is nobody playing Shaddoll? That's kind of weird. That's regularly. Okay. I guess it was wrong. Hi, sorry for the unrelated question. I was looking at the channel comments. I wanted to ask about the clip art guy. I assume it's some relative thing. Yes. What was the bug? The bug was. Hold up 1 second. This was called stage 1 instead of stage 2, so it was not seeing the part that it has to do afterwards, which is the cannot attack directly and the send raise part. So the cute guy in the thumbnail, yes, it's a relative thing. It's from a Japanese site. It's called Irastoya. I'm gonna type it in the chat. Stoya. I'm pretty sure that's how you type it. Yeah, that's how you type it. I think it's. I mean, you could Google it. You probably, I forget if it's .com or whatever. But yeah, it's this guy that does this chibi artworks, and I don't know if it's a guy. Sorry, maybe it's a girl. But pretty sure. Yeah, they are royalty free. You can. I mean, you could look at the. It's in Japanese, but you could use like a translator or something. And read the. What is it called? Terms of service, or not terms of service, sorry, it's whatever the rules about where you can use this, basically, yes, whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah. There might be some small details like they're free to use, but not for the specific thing. I forget exactly. So just double check that. But it is in Japanese, so you would need to like search in Japanese and stuff. But it has a lot of really cute illustrations I've used before in thumbnails and whatnot. I can read a bit of Japanese. Licensing is the word, yes. That's perfect. Thanks so much. No problem. Nowadays I only use the little guy with the computer. But there's a lot I was using in the past sometimes. I'm going through the folder right now. Okay, one of my favorite ones is like this one. Let's see if I can put it on stream. Look at this guy. He's so cute. It's ridiculous. Little penguin guy with his phone. I mean, there's a lot. It's ridiculous. I mean, there's some other penguin stuff with it's like a band. I think I used those for like the penguin video a couple of years ago when they made some support like this one, the synchro stuff. Hero Brave, yeah, this guy. And they made this guys, I think. This. I think I used it for that video, for that thumbnail. Wait, I didn't click OK, so you can see it. Okay. Sorry, I got a little distracted looking at the pics. I have to leave now. Don't know where. Thanks. No problem. Last one. Let's see this one. Okay, it's like a Dragon Quest hero character, I guess. It's not literally Dragon Quest, but the outfit actually, like, this is very Dragon Quest like. Yeah. Let me click this. Okay. So I fixed Schism. Hmm. Alright, let's fix some bugs. Miracle Fertilizer, so that changed the ruling a little bit recently. Like it says there. The lock should now be tied to the effect activation, not the special summon. So how it used to work was that even if you don't... was that if you successfully special summon, you get the restriction. But if you don't successfully special summon, because let's say EDOPro banished the target, then you don't get the restriction. That's how it used to work. But they changed the ruling so that it's tied to the activation now, which makes way more sense, let's be honest. Yeah, so we're going to update that. Time. Nation target special summon. Okay, target one plus master in your guys, special summon the target. Your graveyard, SP filter. Oops. Plant, special summon. Okay, target, yada yada yada. Spread. It's still related, it's a plant. But it says that target needs to still be a plant. Then we special summon it. If we special summon successfully, we set target card. And this is gonna be for the restriction. This is the string for the restriction probably. And this is the restriction, so we're gonna move this in cost. Let's put a description here. So for the string, one, and then we also need the hint. Lags, stream lagged a bit. Yeah, okay, I see I have like 2000 drop frames. Yeah, like I said earlier, my internet is kind of choppy today, so it's kind of annoying, but that's the most I can do about it. Effect flag, oops, caps. Client hint, and we also need the oath flag. Okay, how it's spelled though? It's like flag oath or something. Yeah. So if the activation is negated, the restriction is retroactively removed. Okay, so cannot summon, cannot set, which is a monster set, so normal set. It's until the end phase. Spell summon, set target. Okay. And then if a monster spell summon by this effect, there's the field, destroy this card. Field continues. Okay, we need to check if EG has a card that this card has targeted, essentially. Like this should be a function to check this more easily. Let me check. Like a has target function or something. Has target. Maybe. Scripting. Cancel card, get card. Get first. Has card target, might be this one. Table name as usual. Checks whether the second card is a target of the first card. Okay, that should be what I need. Checks if the second card is a target of the first one. You're supposed to need to use a filter, but it's just going to be just with the seconds. So HC has card target C. I think I'll test it, but I think it's fine. Okay, we need a plant in the graveyard, and then we need to make the monster go. Hold on, let me open chat again. Any errors? No errors, okay. Wait. Build a plant. This should be a git handler. 60. Oh, okay, I can. Okay, handler. Although I guess you should do it only if it's related, but then if it's not related, okay, whatever. Just a bit more precise. Okay, so it's the symbol means that it's targeting each other. Cannot almost set. Yep. And then if this leaves, it should go away. Okay, that's fine. And then if I normal summon first, I cannot use the effect anymore. Okay, that looks fine. Excellent. Should be another simple one-line change. I shouldn't exclude. Yeah, I don't think there's a scenario where this is relevant, but it's a little more precise this way. As your hand goes, discard one Crystron card except Sulfefnir, whatever. Just has got defense position that's okay. Cephalotus per turn, special one destroy, ignition, hand out graveyard. Discard one Crystron card, we could simplify that. We have the discard function now, cost discard. And I think the first parameter is the filter, right? So let's see. Although we also need to exclude itself, so it cannot discard itself. Although, well, okay, technically it should exclude itself, even though it excludes by name, but still. So I think it needs to have the second parameter be true, if I got correctly. We don't need this anymore. And I guess rulings wise, you don't need to control the card. It's one of those weird things because it summons itself, so you don't need to control the card beforehand. That's why it checks. It doesn't check up here. It just does this at the end there. Let's see. Somewhere in defense position. The function seems to have another parameter. Yeah, if I'm pretty sure. I mean, I wrote this function, but if I recall correctly, first parameter is the filter. If you need to discard something specific, in this case, Crystron. Let's not discard name. The second is the other param. If it's true, it means you discard one other card. That's useful for stuff like Twin Twisters. Just a spell card activation. If this card is in your hand, you need to check that you have something to discard other than this card itself. And then the third parameter should be the number of cards to discard, which typically is only one. That's why I put it as the last one. Like discard 2 as a cost is very. It might not be all of them, to be honest. Very rare. This one discards 3. I think there's one that discards 4. Yeah, I think there's one for 5. Yeah. Yeah, you remember. Yeah. Hello, Iceman. Iceman. Right, so where was I? Filters, special summon. Yeah, just put this here, it's kind of silly otherwise. So if you special summon this guy, if he's still related, special summon successfully in defense position. Pick something to destroy on your field. Might as well do the hint as well. Selection G. And destroy it. Break timing, okay. And this is special summon. It's called the physics to a battle card. Special summon creation from your deck in defense position. No, because this has 2 special summoning effects, let's change the function names to self. The first effect, which summons the self. And then the other one would do deck to separate the two, make them easier to differentiate. We don't need the master flag, it's already handled by default. Special summon, single trigger, delay, destroyed, okay. Fix the function names here. Deck, special summon defense, you can room. It's a Crystron, can be summoned defense, and then the condition. Discount the field, destroy by battle card effect. Okay, and previous location on field. Can you please check the card level modulation? Because when I use on a high level monster that's into grave from deck, it doesn't work. Okay. That sounds correct, it's a ruling thing. It's a very classic ruling actually. So the high level monsters tend to be ones that say cannot normal summon set, must be summoned a certain way. For example, Dragon. This guy, or 7 I guess. Yeah, must be some blah blah. And this ruling is true for all extra deck monsters, and also for monsters in the main that cannot be normal summoned or set. So, like Dragon level 7, or ritual monsters like Relinquished. And the rule is that you cannot special summon them improperly from locations such as the graveyard, banished pile, spell trap zone, face up extra deck. If they haven't, you cannot summon them improperly from there if they haven't been properly summoned first. Okay, so for example, if you use Foolish Burial and send Relinquished to the graveyard, you cannot use Monster Reborn to spell summon this Relinquished. It's the same idea. So this is like a general rule. Now, some people might confused about something. I can speak. Something people might be confused about is if you, because this ignores some of the conditions, right? Doesn't this work? Well, no, it doesn't work, because what ignoring some of the conditions means is that it ignores the text on the monster, not the game rule. So if we go back to our Dragon level 7, it says must be special by level 5. So normally, even if you summon this properly, it goes to the graveyard afterwards, you cannot Monster Reborn it because it says must be, not must first be. Okay. But because level modulation says ignoring summon conditions, if you summon this with level 5's effect first, and then it's destroyed and goes to the graveyard, then you can use level modulation to bring it back because it was summoned properly first, and level modulation ignores this line, must be specified by level 5. So it's like a combination thing. Essentially that's the idea. So if you Foolish Burial him, you cannot do it, and that's correct. If you summon him properly, and properly means whichever is the correct way to summon this. So for example, Link Rebo, it's a Link summon. Relinquished is a ritual summon. Dragon level 7 is by the effect of level 5, etc. If you do that first and then it goes to the graveyard, you can use this to revive it. Okay, that's like the ruling. And this is true for other stuff too, like Dark Flat Up is another example. Dragon Reactor Master or Skyfire, you get by summoning to ignore summon conditions. If you don't properly summon Skyfire first, which says can be spell summon except by summon reactor effect. If you don't spell summon this properly first, this cannot spell summon even though it ignores summon conditions. Okay, back to this. Special summon one creation from your deck in defense position. Oh yeah, I already updated this. Let me test it real quick. I just pasted this here. Yeah, okay. So I need to discard Crystron. Accept this. Summon itself. I see, thanks for the explanation. Is there a way to cheat this summon out besides level up and other support cards? Right, actually it's a good idea, it's a good thing you brought up level up, because the reason level up works, even though it says the same thing, no summon condition, is because it summons from the hand or deck. That's the difference here. Modulation doesn't work because it summons from the graveyard. Now, is there a way to cheat it out? I mean, from the graveyard, no. There's no official card that could do that from the graveyard. But from hand, deck and stuff, yes, level up. There's also Wild Monster Appears, although obviously it has limitations and stuff. I mean, level up is your way to go, to be honest, if you want to do that. Use up this card. Special, destroy itself. Which triggers, and some other one. Okay. And then it's from the grave too, right? Yeah, but I mean, I don't have to discard now. From the grave, okay. Let's move this up here. I'm thinking I'll do one more card maybe, and then call it. I'm starting to get a little tired. We'll see. This cannot disable on the proc. Should check that the tag is controlled by the opponent on resolution. Target for destruction, I assume. Yeah, okay. So that's probably a ruling I saw at the time. Switch related, it's face up. Only be one face up. And this also means that it lists itself listed names. So this is gonna be a typical must be special summon tank. Special. You can always some other ways, that's the idea. Then you can special summon this card from your hand, I guess. The text is kinda old, but try and modernize it as well. Attributing. Then since it's not an effect like Cyber Dragon, it's its special summon procedure. That's why it should have the cannot disable flag, so it cannot be negated. Not location hand. Okay. Let's look at the actual procedure. Tribute, either failed, check for the zone. Select two of them. Has to be at least two. Yeah, the only condition is that there's an available zone. either already or you empty up a zone by tributing something. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, we just need 2 of these, I guess. Let's put that up. Okay. Okay. And then if that's the monster. Oh, it needs to be face up. Right. Does the Infernal to somehow have the same restriction, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But exactly when it's special. Well, okay, there's 2 things here. First of all, this does not ignore summoning conditions. So, in the example of on Dragon level 7, this cannot summon it ever because on Dragon level 7 has that condition. Number 1. Number 2, the thing I said about earlier about you cannot summon from the graveyard if it's not properly summoned first, yada yada yada, that is a general rule, it applies to everything. Like, generally speaking, you cannot summon it improperly from the graveyard if it has not been properly summoned before. Period. I say improperly because it's possible to summon it properly from the graveyard. So, for example, the Ventured Rituals have some ritual spell. Ritual summon from the hand or graveyard. So even if the one in the graveyard is not properly ritual summoned already because there's ritual summons from the graveyard, it's fine. But if it goes to the graveyard without being ritual summoned, you cannot use Mastery Ball on it. Let's say this guy for example. Okay, this? Don't remember this card. If you wanna face up Earth Master, you have 2 cards that don't play banish status. Missing category plus string ID plus speed elimination plus polish. Okay. This. Up to 2 cards. Graveyard. It should be 0. This is a mess. Missing category. Okay, let's put some more hints. Quick target. Let's put on. Okay. Okay. Check see here. Okay, opponent's graveyard. We don't need to exclude any targets or whatever. It was a spirit elimination thing, which was incorrect. So they shouldn't have it. Should tribute a face-up Earth monster. Target up to the opponent's graveyard. Banish. Okay. Stray lamps. Okay, looks good. This might need a string fix as well. Let's put it down here. Check later. Okay, I'll do one more and then we're done. Let's do this one, it's kind of a funny card, I think. Normal trap. When your opponent's card effects activate, I one card on the field other than that card, destroy it. So it needs to exclude the card that activates the effect, but also needs to exclude itself, because MST rulings. It's pretty standard stuff. Story target chaining. Let's copy the. Although actually no, it's never mind. Activates on chain, so there's no hidden timing stuff. Okay, so this needs to be the opponent. This means the opponent activates something. The event player is the opponent of the triggering player, so the event player is your opponent essentially. Right, and the way it excludes it has a filter, and it passes the activated card in the filter. It says it's different, but it also excludes itself through the exclusion parameter here. But yeah, we could just put them in the group together and exclude them both at the same time. It would work better if you edited. You mean the thumbnail? Yeah, probably. I think I was just a little lazy and it was like, okay, just blast her. Just blasted the forehead 5 times, whatever. Because we're big braining here. So this is excluded, target, oop, okay, looks fine. Okay, and I might call it now. It's been like 2.5 maybe hours, something like that. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Fixed additional amount of stuff today. Yeah. It's kind of late, so I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna go. You know what? The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go take a piss. I need to pee badly, so I'm gonna take a piss, and then maybe I'll have dinner. Maybe also I wanna watch this new episode of Andor. Season 2. I've only watched the first one, so we'll probably watch an episode of Andor, 1 or 2. I see the stream kind of cut up there for some reason. Probably internet again. Anyway, I was saying, I'm gonna go take a piss, maybe get dinner, watch Andor Season 2 maybe. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye bye.